With so much drama and confusion around when the Razer Cobra Pro first launched last year, I myself, a fan of Razer products, also wanted to find out what all that commotion was about, and so I bought one. And who knew that with this purchase, I eventually ended up selling most of all my other Razer mouse. And not only that, every time I'm trying to review another gaming mouse, I can't help myself from wanting to go back to the Razer Cobra Pro. And believe it or not, even after 1 year has passed, I'm still feeling this way because the Cobra Pro for some reason even replaced my all-time favorite gaming mouse, the Basilisk V3 Pro, becoming the perfect all-rounder daily driver for me. So hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel to stay updated, and let me share with you in today's video the reasons why I find the Cobra Pro such a perfect match for me. And maybe you can see if these reasons will also align with your needs if you're currently looking for a new gaming mouse. Starting with what's in the box, there's not much difference in what you will get from buying other Razer wireless mouse. There's the mouse itself, a nicely braided low friction or SpeedFlex USB-A to C cable that measures at 1.9 meters long, a USB-A 2.4 GHz dongle with a USB-C to A dongle extension adapter, and the usual manual and stickers. Picking up the Cobra Pro, I remember immediately noticing how similar the weight is in my hands compared to the Viper Ultimate. At about 77 grams, the Cobra Pro is only 3 grams heavier than the Viper Ultimate, so it felt right at home in my hands. In addition to that, the shape also very closely resembles the pre-Viper V3 Pro lineup of mouse, which is one of my favorite mouse form factors with its low profile body. Its overall dimensions are slightly smaller than the Viper, but not too small like the popular Viper Mini where my hands will cramp up during extended use. And I know that this might sound strange, but I find that the weight and size of the Cobra Pro fits my larger hands more comfortably than the new Viper Pro and the Death Adder Pro range. Maybe it's because I mostly use a claw grip, but I also find that it also offers better control. It's a little heavier than ultra lightweight mouse, but still considerably lighter than many other mouse such as the Basilisk V3 Pro, G502 and the G305. It hits that sweet spot of being light enough to move around and reposition easily, but not so light that I overshoot my targets when I'm all tensed up in matches. Although this could be a matter of personal preference, so you may or may not like this shape or size. But in general, I think if you like the shape or grip feeling of the Viper Mini and the Viper Ultimate and V2 Pro, then you will also like the Cobra's shape. The next point that contributed to me making the switch would probably be the battery life of the Cobra Pro. Now, with the addition of the sexy multi-zone RGB that I found was quite lacking on the Viper Ultimate, I'm still able to get about 17% more battery life in the Basilisk V3 Pro. With RGB brightness set to 40% and polling rate set to 1000 Hz, I get around 50 hours, so that's around a week of daily usage time per charge. You will get more with the RGB off, which I know is pointless, but I'm a sucker when it comes to gaming peripherals with RGB lights. So when it comes to Razer's wireless gaming mouse with flashy RGBs, the Cobra Pro is one with the longer battery life that I have used. And I think a big part of it is thanks to the smart dimming feature that was only then implemented into other Razer mouse after I have already sold them. But it wasn't only the perfect size and weight, or the slightly better battery life that had me switch over from the excellent Basilisk V3 Pro mouse. It's that the Cobra Pro also has all the other latest tech found on the Basilisk V3 Pro or other Razer Pro series mouse, making it a non-compromising choice to switch over. There's a 30K overkill Focus Pro sensor that works on most surfaces including glass, Razer's 90 million click 3rd gen optical switches, Razer's excellent PTFE guides, a profile button for quickly switching between 5 stored onboard profiles, the option to connect over Bluetooth or 2.4 GHz, and the ability to upgrade the polling rate to up to 8,000 times per second, plus wireless charging if you decide to shell out another $70 for Razer's Mouse Dock Pro or $30 for the Hyperspeed dongle. But do take note that Razer still hasn't addressed the issue of the RGB not turning off on the Mouse Dock Pro when your PC is off, since I reviewed it about a year ago. So with all these three factors coming together, it's like the Razer's Cobra Pro is the perfected version of the original Viper Ultimate that I've been unknowingly longing for. It's got the size that fall between a mini and a full-size mouse, the missing RGB strips that's missing on the Viper V2 and V3 for RGB lovers like myself, and still keeps all the bells and whistles of a Razer flagship mouse. I personally think that it's a mouse that caters to a more niche group of gamers with these specific needs like myself. And when you factor in the disappointment of Viper Mini fans wanting a non-$300 wireless Viper Mini instead, it's probably what led to the hate train when the Cobra Pro first launched. But Feelings aside, having used it almost every day for the past year, I personally did not find anything lacking or wrong with the Cobra Pro for both productivity and gaming. It was just like when I'm using the Basilisk V3 Pro before I bought this, but with a little bit of trade-off in the comfort and ergonomics department for more control. And plus, with the Cobra Pro being out for a year now, you will likely find it on sale at below the $130 MSRP price, making it a good value for your money choice if you can find it below $100. Alright, hope you guys find today's video helpful, and thank you as always for watching. Consider hitting that like button and sharing this video with a friend, as it will help this channel a lot more than you know it, and I'll see you again in the next video. Ciao!